What's up guys, my name is Devin, also known as FBE, and welcome back to another episode of Footballrs. In today's video, we're gonna be checking out everything new from Nike for the 2024 season. Let's do it. All right guys, so here is the box sent over by Nike. We got a bunch of goodies in here. Let me get everything out of the box for you guys and then we will start. All right guys, so here's everything we're gonna go over in today's video. We have the Nike DTack 7.0, the Nike VaporJet 8.0, and the Nike Superbad 7.0. In this video, we're just gonna kind of do a brief look at all these gloves, then later down the line, we'll do our full reviews and some comparisons as well. Let's kick things off with the Nike VaporJet 8.0 since there's the most of them. This is the first pair we've got here. And check these out. So this is the Nike VaporJet 8.0 releasing in 2024. We got our hands on them a little bit early and these things are sweet. This pair specifically is a promo pair for Ja'Marr Chase. He actually wore these at some point during the season. We'll try to find a photo of those for you guys, but this is a magma inspired colorway and you can tell by the burgundy and then the bright orange as well. There's a couple tweaks from the original 7.0. We will do a full comparison video, so I won't get too much into it now, but you still have the Nike Madden Grip Plus palms. You still have this kind of synthetic material, thumb material, and then there's this new kind of nice back of hand material. It's very similar to the 7.0. It's a little bit different, a little bit more flexible, a little bit lighter, very nice. At the tops of the fingers, we do have some finger caps. There's now an index finger wrap, which is new for this year. And then of course the pinky wrap that they've been doing for a couple of years now. And then these two fingers, there's not really much going on in the caps. The strap on these seems to be a little bit different. You guys can see some of the details there, but it has this nice kind of bungee-ish thing in here. So it gets a really nice lockdown fit in there. And like I mentioned, these are Ja'Marr Chase PEs. And you can tell because that is the Ja'Marr Chase logo, and then he wears a 3XL. So these things are huge, but that's the logo. You can see the J and the C and then his number 1 at the top. But these are the first of many Nike VaporJet 8s that we have on tap. So let's get to the next pair. Next pair we're gonna look at is this white pair. So it's just nice white and black. This is nothing very exciting. It gives you a good look at the football glove. Some of the details we already kind of talked about. You can see the overlays at the tops of the fingers. Again, that index finger wrap, this neat material. It's kind of like has like a silicone weaved into it almost. It's kind of weird. I should note none of these are in my size, but I will try them on just to give you guys like an idea. These actually don't fit too bad, but I would like it to be a little bit tighter. You guys can kind of see how the glove looks on hand, which is always nice. And then again, that new bungee strap is really cool. Helps lock the glove right onto your wrist real good. Again, these aren't my size, so they're a little weird looking, but regardless. On this pair, we have the Vapor branding kind of going down the thumb, which is really cool. Of course, these are SFIA certified. And yeah, not really too much else to say. Let's move on to another pair. So next pair we're gonna look at is these two pairs right here. We have a purple pair and a black pair. And the cool thing about these is that these are actually women. So Nike is starting to make women's football gloves in, women's specific sizing. It's not the same stuff as men's, just, girlified, if you will. These are actually sized for women. They're pretty cool. It's the same exact glove as the ones we just looked at, but this one has a different style palm, which I actually really like. I'm a huge fan of like the solid palms like we saw on this white pair, but honestly, I'm really messing with this pattern. It's pretty cool. Let's see what size these are. So these are a women's medium. So, I do have small hands. I might be able to get my hand in here, to be honest. Oh, it's tight. Oh, it's a little bit tight. You guys get a good look at how the glove kind of fits on hand. It is really tight though. This is pretty exciting. So all the women in your life, or any women watching this who play football, Nike is coming out with some women's sized football gloves. This is just a sample. We got a purple pair, and then of course a black pair as well. So these are really exciting. Really cool to see more women get into the space. Very exciting stuff. Next up, we have a couple different pairs here, and these ones are going to be USA themed. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen the stuff about flag football kind of becoming part of the Olympics. And I think that's kind of where Nike got the inspiration for these kind of USA themed football gloves. And these are absolutely fantastic. You've got the red, you've got the blue, and then the gold, which is, it's so sharp with these two colors. And then the palm graphic as well is a little bit different than the ones we've seen so far. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's pretty cool. And then the Vapor in gold is an amazing touch. These are pretty sweet. Very excited for these to hit the market for you guys, so you guys can pick them up. And notice this one does not have the NFL shield, so these should be a general release pair of football gloves for you guys to get your hands on. So anybody who's playing on the red-blue team, these are going to be such a sweet glove for you guys to pick up. I can't get enough of these. These are fire. And then if white is more your taste, there's also going to be a white version, I think. Don't quote me on any of this. A lot of stuff can change between now and when these officially drop, but this pair is sweet. So you've got the white, the blue, the red swoosh, and then the gold outline and the gold elastic on the strap, and then that same palm design in white, and then again with that gold Vapor branding. This thing is sweet. Now we've got a couple more Nike VaporJet 8.0s for you guys, and this is kind of their energy drip pairs, and these, as far as colors go, these are incredible. I'll start with the green pair because I love the color green, and these are as flashy as it gets, man. Check out the colors. I hope the camera is doing them justice. And then you've got that same palm design that we saw on those USA themed pairs, and it is incredible. These are like a slime pair of gloves. Not really sure how I feel about this reddish pink detail on the elastic, but other than that, man, these are sweet. Actually, I want to put one on. It's definitely not going to fit me, but like, I got to test it out. Just see how it looks. Yeah, these are sweet, dude. People are definitely going to love these, man. These are going to be popular in 7-on-7. And then if your team is green, man, grab these. These are going to be sweet. They pop like crazy. Next up, we got these. Now the colors on these are absolutely insane. They kind of remind me of the KD4 Nerf or the KD6 Energy, just based on the colors alone. You've got the blue, the orange, and then of course that neon green that is just so sick. Same palm graphic. A lot of stuff going on in this graphic. Not really sure how I feel about it, but it is pretty sick. And then kind of woven into it, there is the Vapor branding as well. Kind of tough to see with everything else going on, but it's in there. All right. But these are sweet, man. The green swoosh really sets these off. Again, with this being a different color, it's a little bit strange to me, but yeah, these are sweet, man. These are fire. Woo. Then we also have this piece right here. I believe this is like a neck gaiter for you guys that like to wear stuff around your neck. It's got the same design as the green pair. You've got the Nike swoosh up here, and then you've got a little bit of just do it action there at the bottom. Very cool. We've seen a lot of guys start to wear like neck gaiters or like neck warmers, whatever you guys want to call them, you know, bunched up or whatever. It's a cool look, honestly. Javon Holland's the first guy that comes to mind for me. But matching this with these, man, come on, that's crazy. That's gonna be fire. All right, so we've got one more Nike VaporJet 8.0 left, and these are probably the ones I'm most excited about. Let me tell you guys why. So for years, you know, the pros and the college guys have been getting these cold weather gloves, and us normal people can't get our hands on them. And I live up in Connecticut, if you guys didn't know, so I need something to keep my hands warm. So they're finally releasing like a cold weather version of the Nike VaporJet 8.0 to the public, and it's very cool. So there's two pieces to it. You have the inner liner. I'll kind of display for you guys. They're not my size. Hopefully we'll get them in my size soon. So you put this on as kind of like a base layer. I'll give you guys a kind of a look how that feels. A little thermofit on the outside there. And then you take the glove and you just put it right over. And then, so now you've got two layers of warmth. It's kind of bunching up on me a little bit. It actually fits kind of fine with the glove underneath. But now you've got two layers of warmth on a cold weather football glove. And of course the palms on these are not your normal sticky magnet grip. It is Nike's Hydro Grip. So it's gonna be better in rain, snow, wet conditions, whatever. It just does a better job gripping the football. You guys know if you're using magnet grip and the gloves get wet, it gets tough to catch the ball. But these kind of have the opposite effect. It's similar to the leather palm gloves a lot of guys use. So these are basically a glove designed for cold weather that will be available to the public. It's just so cool. I'm so excited for this. I think they're gonna drop them in a couple colorways, nothing crazy, but really, really cool. And then they say if you don't wanna wear this, you don't have to. You can just wear the glove as is. For me, if I'm like really cold, I'll probably wear the piece underneath just to get a little extra warmth in there. But the fact that Nike is actually finally releasing a cold weather glove to the public is very exciting to me, and I'm sure all you other guys up in the north, northeast, wherever you guys might be. It gets cold come Thanksgiving, man. It's cold out there, and having a pair of these is going to be essential for keeping your hands warm and, you know, being able to play football at the best of your ability. So yeah, man, super pumped on these. Little storm fit action, thermofit. These are going to be awesome. I'm so hyped for you guys to get your hands on these. All right, so that's going to do it for the Nike VaporJet 8.0s. Now let's talk about the Nike Superbad 7.0s. Now we only have one of these, but one is enough to show you guys kind of what's going on. This right here is the brand new Nike Superbad 7. It looks pretty similar to the last model, but it feels a lot different in hand. I don't know how to really explain it to you guys, but it feels a lot different. Just the materials and the thickness of the pads. It's a very different glove. I'm pretty excited about it though. So first thing I'm noticing is that the back of hand pads are incredibly thin. You guys can kind of see how thin they really are. We will do a full comparison video comparing the Superbad 6 to these 7.0s, so stay on the lookout for that. That'll be a really fun video. But the glove itself, I'm very excited about these. They're really cool. This material on the back of the hand is It's like a thicker material, so I'm gonna be curious to see how it breathes, but they do have these nice little breathing vents here where the white is, which is pretty cool. A little bit of an index finger cap here, which is nice. No real pinky wrap on Superbads, of course. But yeah, these are pretty sick, man. I'm very excited about these. And then on the palm, you guys can see it's got this kind of cool stripe design. And then of course you've got the Alpha branding there on the thumb. You guys know Alpha and Superbad kind of go hand in hand, just like Nike Vapor Jet gloves and Nike Vapor Edge cleats. They just kind of work together. The same guys wear them. These are really cool. Like I said, the pads are a little bit thinner. The glove feels a lot lighter. That's kind of my first major takeaway. Of course, we will do a full review on these once we get them in our size. And so that'll be really cool. Now, the final pair we've got is the Nike DTack 7.0. So it's been a while since we've had a new lineman football glove, and I have 4 to take a look at today for you guys. So all the linemen out there, shout out to you guys holding it down in the trenches as always. Nike has finally come back with another glove for you guys. Let's take a look. These right here are the Nike DTack 7.0, and this colorway is one of their energy colorways. And if you didn't notice, they're actually mismatched, which is really cool. A lot of linemen are always complaining like, hey, we only get black and white. We don't get a lot of cool stuff. Here you guys go. These are insane. Let's take a look at the details. So of course you have these thick back of hand pads, which is key, of course, for playing on the O or D line. You've got some that run up the fingers as well. A nice, thick, durable material here as well. And then something I'm noticing is plenty of vent holes. You got some down here, some up here, and then some throughout the fingers as well. And you actually get a padded Nike swoosh on the pinky. First thing I'm kind of noticing is there's no big branding on the back. You've got it up here and then a backwards Nike on the strap. I just realized it's backwards. Yeah, kind of weird, but of course it says Force. These kind of go in line with the Force Savage line, just like the Alpha goes with the Superbads and the Vapors go with the Vapors. You guys know that by now. If you guys want to check the size tag, for whatever reason, they've kind of hit it all the way up there. It's like a good like 2-3 inches in there, kind of weird. Next thing I want to talk about is the palm. So this is, I believe, Nike's Hydro Grip, but it feels a little bit different, and now they're able to print on it. So usually it's just solid, but now they've got some cool designs on there. And because of those designs, you can almost barely even see the padding at the base of the palm. Obviously, as a lineman, you guys are using that lower piece of your palm a lot, and this just gives you some added protection down there. It's pretty standard on lineman gloves, but it's really cool to see kind of a cool design on a lineman glove. I feel like that's not something we've gotten very much in the past. And you guys can see even the palms are mismatched. Pretty sick stuff from Nike. These are pretty cool. But yeah, these are the new DTack 7s. We have a couple more pairs I'll show you guys. So kind of going with that energy theme, there's also a beautiful blue and orange pair. These really pop, man. The details are out of this world. Take a look at the palms. You guys can kind of see that contrast. Some of those lower pads. Of course, the strap detail, nice thick strap on there, which is always good, gives you some good wrist support. Nice thick strap on there, always good, gives you some nice wrist support when you're blocking or whatever. And again, some nice ventilation here, a couple holes all the way throughout the glove. This pair is really cool. It's probably my favorite. For whatever reason, this blue and orange combo just goes so hard. Now, kind of going away from those crazy colorways, we do have some of the simple ones. This is an all white pair. Can never go wrong with all white in my opinion. And it gives a good look at the glove just as is. We've seen some NFL guys in these gloves already and some college guys as well. And they seem to be loving them. So I can't wait for you guys to actually get your hands on these when these drop, 2024. But yeah, nice neoprene cuff on here. Again, nice thick strap, plenty of padding, durable back of hand material. It should stand up to time pretty well. And then this new palm is just, it's cool. I'm really excited to see how the grip feels on a football when it's wet, when it's dry. Because of course, you know, a lot of centers wear these gloves as well, and you want to make sure they have some good grip on the football. Now, the final pair we have is an all black pair. All black is always a clean look, just like all white, and these are pretty sweet. Ooh, I love the palm design on these. The black and gray, just such a tough combo. And then you can see the pads really well on this as well. Got the white Nike logo there. And again, no big branding on the back, just this little swoosh on the pinky, and then the big swoosh, or the big Nike script rather, on the strap. Yeah, so this is gonna be the Nike DTack 7.0. Finally a new lineman glove. It's been a long time, so linemen in the comments, rejoice guys. It's time, it's your time to shine. So that's all the gloves. We do have a little sneak peek of this really cool towel that Nike's kind of developing. Not sure when these are gonna be available to the public, but this is a streamer towel. But in case you guys didn't know, a lot of leagues are against streamer towels for whatever reason. They ban them in a lot. So guess what Nike did to kind of avoid that? Let me demonstrate what this towel can do to the best of my ability. So of course it looks like a nice, long, skinny streamer towel, but if you have run into any issues with the refs It has Velcro, you unvelcro it, and then you tuck this bit into your pants as you would, and now you just have a regular full length towel. So if you run into any issues, you can have it full, or you can flip it back, Velcro it together, if I can do it, and now you have a long streamer towel with the little Nike swoosh there on the side. So you get the best of both worlds, so you don't really run into any issues. Very cool towel that Nike has kind of developed to help combat some of the rules of football. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it. We talked about the Nike DTack 7.0. We talked about the Nike Superbad 7.0. And then of course, we talked about the Nike VaporJet 8.0. A lot of cool colorways coming. Can't wait for you guys to get your hands on them. And of course, we will drop full reviews on all these gloves. We will drop comparisons from the old to the new, and you guys will get all the information you could ever need about all of these gloves. So stay tuned. There you guys have it. There's everything new from Nike for the 2024 season. We talked about the Nike Superbad 7, the Nike VaporJet 8.0, and of course the Nike DTack 7.0. If you guys want to see a full cleat version as well, please let us know in the comments. And of course, if you guys enjoyed this video, like the video, comment what you guys want to see from us in the future, and subscribe for more videos just like this one. My name is Devin, also known as FBE, and thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode of Footballrs.